Hi, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. If you have, thank you. I want to thank everyone for being here today, and I want to show you this great stitch. And happy Wednesday to all. This is a really great stitch. It looks very intricate, but it's not, and I'm going to show you just how easy this stitch is to make. I want to also mention that it's very textured, and it's basically the same on both sides. This is great for many things. You can make shawls with this. You can make a really nice scarf with this, Afghans with this, baby blankets with this, on and on. I've actually used this as a border to a sweater also. Just wanted to mention that. And a border or around the bottom of a hat. So this is a very versatile stitch, and it's called the mini basket weave. And you use front post and back post double crochets, chain stitches. Let's show you just how easy this is to make. And like I said, it really is beautifully textured. So I'm using a Lion brand yarn, both Lion brand. This is taffy. Actually, this is truffle. I'm sorry. The name of this is truffle. It's anti-pilling yarn. And I'm going to use another one by Lion brand, and it is a nice pink yarn. It's a pretty pink yarn. So let's get started. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do a slip knot. After you do your slip knot, and I want to mention that I am using an H hook. After you do your slip knot, you're going to chain multiples of 4. So it would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 until you get to your desired width of whatever it is you're making, whether it's an Afghan, a scarf, whatever you're making, and then you've got to add 2 at the end. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, and then 2. So let's get started. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain in multiples of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to add the 2. I also want to mention, if you would please subscribe and like the video. When you do that, it helps get the algorithms out there so everyone that is interested in crocheting can find this channel. So now, after you chained, these are your chains, they look like these. This is your working chain, and in the very end is your slip knot, not considered a chain. And what we're going to do is, in the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to make a double crochet. And I just want to mention that these chains here are considered a double crochet as well. So you have 2 on your work right now. So we're going to double crochet right across. Now I want to mention I go slow. You can follow along. You can write it down. Like I said, you can follow along with me. I would like to do things visually, so you can follow along. You can see what I'm doing. You can write it down. I like to go from beginning to end so that you understand what I'm doing. So if you want to pull the videos forward after, you can, but I want you to be able to say that you got it. I got it, Maria. Okay, I can move on to the next. So once you learn this, it's going to be easy. Once you do this, the next one over, you're going to do repeats. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that, because it's going to repeat over and over again until you finish your work. And this is a really warm stitch and it's a really nice warm stitch for fall and winter. So if you make an Afghan out of this, or if you were to make even a little blanket, uh, a lapcan with this, it would keep you very warm. And if you were to do that, they would make nice gifts for the holidays. Now you can even make one of those, a lot of the different, like I said, the scarves, a hat, for the border of the hat on the bottom. It would keep your hat on really well. I've used this for a border on a sweater as well. So it would, it's really a pretty, pretty, pretty stitch. Baby blanket, absolutely very, very pretty. Or if you wanted to make a foot warmer for the end of your bed, you can make a nice one for the end of your bed, and make it either 20 or 24 inches wide, and that would be pretty as well. I want to also mention that we've got block number 19 coming in the next tutorial, and vet a lot of new tutorials with holiday crochet, bazaar crochet, that you can make them for your bazaar if you were having one, whatever. And here it is, and this is what it looks like, and this is your double crochets, and that is really pretty. So now what we're going to do after we finish our last double crochet, we're going to chain 1 and chain 2, and we're going to turn our work. This is considered your first stitch. You will not go in that stitch because it's considered your first stitch. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do a back post double crochet in this stitch and this stitch. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go in from the back, loop around the front of that double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to make another one in the next stitch. From the back, loop around, pull that yarn, and I'm going to show you again, and I want to show you maybe a little closer right there, and you're going to go all the way around and pull this through. Pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, this is called the mini basket weave. Now you're going to yarn over, and we're going to go in from the front. So instead of going back here, we're going to go in the front, and we're going to go like this, pull up a loop, and you're going to see where you pulled those. This one you pulled back, this one you pulled forward, so it's the front post. We're going to do another one. We're going to go in the front, not here, but we're going to go in here, right here, after you yarn over, pull the yarn, pull it up, yarn over, you got 3 on your hook, you yarn over, and you pulled 2, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull 2 more. And that's what it looks like. If you look at this, you can see these are the back ones, these are the front ones. They're pulled forward. So now we're going to repeat this process across. We're going to go, and you want to make sure you don't miss a stitch. We're going to yarn over, go in the back, and again we're going to yarn over, go in the back, go around the front of this, pull this up, and now we're going to go in the front. So we're going to yarn over, go in the front, because you're going into the front of the stitch, not the back. So this is your front post double crochet. You're going to circle around the back. You're going to pull this yarn and pull it up, and I'm going to show you again. Yarn over, go in the front and pull this up. Yarn over, you're going to get this and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Front post double crochet. We're going to do it again. Back post double crochet. We're going to go in from the back, loop around the front, and we're going to pull this through, and we're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And I wanted you to see how pretty this is. See, these are the back ones. These are the front ones. So now we're going to go into this and make another back post double crochet. And I have tutorials on just how to make front post and back post double crochets. So now again, we're going to do a front post. And again, another front post. So you're going to do 2 front posts, 2 back posts, and alternate. Now you did a front post, you're going to do a back post, not a front, a back. So you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go from the back, yarn over, and you're going to pull this through. You're going to pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, I go slow so you can follow along. Now we're going to do 2 front posts. And what the front posts do as well, and I'm going to show you with the other one. What the front posts do is they push, the front post double crochets actually push the stitch forward. See it? The back post, they stay in the back. So here they are right here. These are your 2 front post double crochets. The back post double crochets push that stitch back. The front post pushes the stitch forward. So you'll always know where you are by how the stitch appears. So when it appears forward, that's your front post. When your stitch appears backwards in the back, that's your back post. And it has a ridge here. So you can see the ridges right along. So I wanted to mention that. And there's no wrong side and right side to this. I want to mention that as well. So now we did a front post. We're going to do 2 back post double crochets. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to have 3 stitches left at the end. I just want to let you know. And so we do a back post, and we do another back post. And then after we do a back post, we're going to go into this chain area, and we're going to do a regular double crochet at the top of the chain 2. And sometimes it's a little hard to get in there, so don't worry. You don't want to go in here. You want to actually go inside that chain. So I just want to show you that. You want to go inside that chain. And then after you do that, you're going to chain 1, chain 2, and turn your work. That does not need another stitch there. This counts as your double crochet. You do not need to put anything there. So now we're going to start with the front post double crochet. And when you turn it, it will be every other. because you know you have to do front posts, because here are the posts, front posts are sticking out, so you know you have to go with a front post double crochet, 2 of them. And this is such a pretty stitch, and it works very nicely. And now we're going to do our back post, because it sits at the back of your work. And now we're going to do a front post. Here's the front post. And we're going to continue this to the end. And this is just a beautiful textured stitch. If you like texture, this is another beautiful textured stitch. I do like texture. I think texture is, and you know, depending on what kind of yarn you use as well, it tends to pop out the texture of, like, this pops out to me because it's that pink and it just pops out. And this as well. See how that, it's rich. It's a very rich stitch. Okay, so we did the back post, so now we're going to do front post again. And again, this is called the mini basket weave stitch. The mini basket weave stitch. Now we're going to do a back post. And then I want to show you, and another back post, because we're going to do 2. And then we're going to do our front post. And then we're going to do our front post. And then we're going to do 2 back posts. And then we're going to do 2 front posts. And then we're going to do, right here, we're going to do a double crochet. In that chain space, we're going to do a double crochet. Now I want to mention that when we started this side, we started with 2 front post double crochet and then a back post, 2 front post, a back post, 2 front post, a back post, and so forth. Now you're going to chain 1 and chain 2 because we're going to turn our work. Now you're going to see something. This first stitch counts as your first double crochet. We're going to start with the back post double crochet when we turned around. I want to mention that. So you're going to notice that every other row, you chain, and then 2, and then you front post double crochet and back post. But then when you get to the end here, you're turning around after you chain 2, and you have that as your first double crochet. Now on this side, you're going to do a back post double crochet, and we're going to do 2. 1 and 2. And then we're going to do a front post. And we're going to do 2. And we're going to do 2 back posts. Now stay with me until the end, if you will, because I just want to show you. I'm visual. I like to be visual with these. I like to explain the stitches so when you walk away, you know what I'm doing. So we did back post now, so now we're going to do front post. And like I said, when we started this row, we started with back post double crochets, your chain, and then 2 back posts. So at the each end, there's going to be 3 stitches, your chain and your posts, whether it's a front post or back post double crochet. So we're going to do 2, and I said whether it's, I want to say whether it's a front post or back post. And why I'm saying that is, again, I want to explain. So again, we're going to do 2 back post double crochets, 1 and 2, and then we're going to do 2 front posts, because I like to explain the stitches as much as I can. I don't like to just say, okay, this is it, we're done, because I like to have you understand the stitch. So at the end of the day, when you do your work, or you show it to someone else on how to do, or you're writing it down, you'll know why you're doing what you're doing. So we're doing a front post and another front post here. So we're getting to the end, and if you notice, I want to also, you have back post double crochets that you began with. You're ending with back post double crochets in this row. And then once you do that, you're going to put a double crochet in the chain, not in between the stitches, in this chain. You want to do a double crochet in the chain too, and not in between, right here, not there. Once you do that, you're going to chain 1 and chain 2. And I just want to mention that you started with the chain 2 and 2 back post double crochets. You ended with 2 back post double crochets and a double crochet. You chain 2, you turn. Now you're going, this is a double crochet, so that's your first one. Now you're going to start again with 2 front post double crochets. So it will be every other row. One row will start with 2 front post double crochets. You'll turn it around and it'll be 2 back post double crochets. And that will go on until you finish your work. And here it is. Isn't that pretty? And I want to get the other. And this is your mini basket weave stitch. This is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you liked this tutorial of the mini basket weave stitch. Please subscribe. Please like. It does help get the algorithms out there. Thank you. Happy Wednesday. I hope the rest of your week is great. The next tutorial is going to be another great block. So join me in the next tutorial. And also we've got another great project coming up, another great one-day project coming up. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great Thursday tomorrow. And love you all. Bye-bye.